As they rejoice in the Lapland, we are actually just barreling through overpass. And that's right, ENCE did plant a flag right here near American soil. I would have to say it was digital soil on top of most, or on top of best. We do have Furia on the other side of things. Started off strong, but ultimately couldn't get things done. Couldn't close the door in the first half, and would you know it, Alu and company got it done.
Sounds like me with the women.
Getting it done?
No, starting out strong.
Oh.
Anyway.
It's all right.
Thanks everyone just for leaving that one hanging. Here. I thought that was like we could have had a gag with that one. Yeah, that one didn't land, and nor did Furia, unfortunately. Yeah. I think, you know, we can see the flair. We did get a taste of the way that the Brazilians like to keep things spicy, but unfortunately, going up like a class opponent of ENCE, they have a fundamental base, right? You can take advantage of teams who need to rely on opening duels or being a little bit more aggressive, or maybe, you know, for Fnatic, for me, they're a team who get through series by winning clutches. Well, if you're getting, you know, blown out of bomb sites with 2 entry kills, it's hard to win clutches all the time. It needs to be trade for trade. Furia, in their style, they run over you.
Right, and I mean, just looking at how this one panned out in the second half, there really was a shot here, unfortunately. We're talking 1 round for the set of Furia.
No, definitely. Furia completely out of steam on the second half, and as Chad said, ENCE had this ability to weather the storm and calm Furia down. And this is not easy to do. As you said, they went on really pedal to the metal at the beginning, but then the experience shined, the clutches were here, ENCE winning in a very ENCE-esque kind of way, 5 players activated at the same time.
Right.
Furia just 1 league behind at the time.
Well, I mean, let's try to like put this in a way that people can understand. Let's really go down with our Crayolas and draw this one out, Chad.
I like drawing things. Now, we have a round here from Furia. Now, this is quite interesting. They get 2 opening kills. I want you to focus on CORSAIR over here. He's going to kill Alu, getting aggressive, and then X7 going for the trade. All that happens. But what I need you to note is these 3 players here, they react and still head straight towards the A bomb site, even though those kills went down on towards B. So that tells me that the game plan was always to be going towards A. Now, CORSAIR is going to get taken down by Aerial re-aggressing, and Vinny pushing through this smoke will be killed by Sergey. What information that gives to these last 3 players who are pushing up long is that 1 player could be in the bathroom position. The rotation from B could be relatively late because you'd expect the other A defender to rotate, which is Alexi, which is correct. And check this out. They actually throw a smoke here and 1 towards CT, and they want to go straight and grab bank control. Now, what's important here is most teams, let me just pause this, most teams would probably just run into this here and they'd try and take the fight for bathrooms, they'd try and take the fight towards CT, and they just establish a standard round. This is a thought-out plan from Furia to try and get bank control, because as we keep playing it out, you can see that 2 players with the bomb have gone into bank, and they're more than happy to be here. The problem is, these 2 have already pushed on out. They thought they were going to beat the rotation, unable to do it. Now they've actually smoked off their avenue. They could have gone to B for free. They didn't know that. That's hindsight. It's a bit unfortunate, but this is just a different layer of thinking from Furia, not the same as what we see from most teams.
Right, and I guess credit where credit is due, right? Because Furia have, and for all intents and purposes, come in here with an innovative style. They've come in here with an innovative eye, and that's something that I think we can all respect and appreciate. Now going into train, this is ENCE map pick, back against the wall, implications of the tournament on the line. Now things start to get a little tougher.
Yes, this is looking dire for Furia. I think they had to win overpass considering Train's record for ENCE and how they handled that second half. I think Furia missed their shot. But then again, it's an experience, I mean, it's a learning experience for them.
Chad, is there any way, shape, or form we go to a 3rd?
Unfortunately, no. I think it will be a close game again. I think maybe double digits this time for Furia, but unfortunately, ENCE are going to be too strong. They're going to close it out in 2.
Yep, one might even say easy for ENCE. Hashtag that. Let's head over to our commentators right now and get this second map under the way. You guys know something about trains.
A little bit. Yeah, I've been involved in a few, on a few, that is. You ready to see ENCE play?
I am very ready. I agree with the boys over there. I feel like 2-0 is on the cards here. Hopefully Furia can bring the firepower though, but they are starting the CT side. It might sound like a blessing, but the way their CT sides have gone in the last couple of days, it might actually be a bit of a curse here. ENCE are very aggressive. They can be very fast, reminiscent of the old school VP lineup. Used to dominate train. They love to get out of that main entrance. They love to be chaotic, and they've got some great executions as well. I feel like ENCE will get at least 6-7 rounds on their T side and then should be able to close it out. Let's hope Furia can step up with the AWPs. Art was looking sharp in the previous game. Going to need a lot from him to stand the test here to get us to a 3rd. It is possible, but it's unlikely. We'll see what they can do. They're going to need both pistols, I would say, to get through this one. That's exactly what's about to go down now. The first half pistol. We'll have a look at the buys. We can see 1 smoke flashbang HE for X7. Smoke and Molotov for XCB. The others with Kevlar. No upgraded pistols. 1 kit on the CT side. And the smoke grenade as well for a potential cheeky defuse. We'll see how this one goes down, as no aggression coming out very quickly from the T side. They'll be holding up, trying to get basic control, looking likely to be inside. from what I can see right now. Yeah, I've got a player in towards Pop Dog Room. That's going to be Aerial. So the outside execution still on the cards here. A lot of teams like to smoke left and right at the bomb site and make their way through. Full commitment towards Outer. Archer's got the lineup. Misses the first shot. That could cost him here. But he repositions nicely towards Olaf and actually staying alive here. Applying a lot of pressure here towards ENCE.
Vinny backing away. Smoke down, can't get anywhere near the site, but actually runs into Aerial and gets the headshot as a result. It's Alexi B and Sergey left in a 2 versus 3. It's still for Yuri to play with. Sergey gone. Vinny got that shot as well. Alexi B, with it all to do with a Glock at range, probably not going to happen, if I'm honest. Furia probably best that they get the CT-sided pistol, considering their struggles on that particular side of the map most often.
Absolutely. Big round for Furia to pick up there. No bomb planted. They managed to stay alive as long as possible with the rotations to come through, and couldn't find the quick kills they needed for that plant to go down. I'd assume they'll take the eco here and buy up in the next. Alu gets a deagle. Surprising, considering he kind of relies on the AWP on this map. He's influential, of course, known to be absolutely destructive on train. Let's see what he can do with the deagle. Looking for a one tap here, if possible. Tucking himself to the corner. Looks like he's done for. MP9 will take him down at range. Of course, he has no armor. Follow up HE will find Sergey as well. Round pretty much done here. Abo Jade is looking to farm some kills. With an off angle toward that lower ramp, he'll get 2 kills. And that's going to be it. Alexi B with the Glock and not much else.
He'll do what he can. This one over. Okay, actually got able at that range with a Glock. That's almost annoying. He was tagged up, mind you. He was the low HP player. So he ran into the right target, but CORSAIR puts him down afterwards, 2-0.
Would have been crazy if he got the plant down there, but unable to find any point of access. Too many CTs around him. Against round number 3, the AKs come out now. 3 of them at least, make it 4. X7 goes to the Galil. Alu just with a decoy there. That deagle costing him all of his utility for the first gun round now. 2 MP9s, CORSAIR and Yuri to wield those. Do they want to try and go for a quick kill and fall back? Time will tell. Yuri is probing towards the end of the Ivy position. CORSAIR will take grenade damage at the very start and certainly have more firepower here, but Art, he has got the AWP, misses out on the first shot, but will have to smoke and get himself the hell out of there. They know they can pounce on him now. He takes even more damage, tries to get out. Really good play from ENCE. Suffocated him towards that upper ramp, and X7, that's not a kill he wanted to give away. Looks like Able J will deny the plant, at least for now, with his auger range. 3 versus 3, still anyone's round here, but Alu, he'll find a kill back in return. Aerial pretty much guarantees things at this point. 3 versus 1, CORSAIR to Galil, less than half health, and almost no chance of winning this. Sergey can focus towards that lower ramp. Good stuff from ENCE. As soon as they detected the AWP towards upper, they realized he was in a lot of trouble. Tucked in the corner, had to smoke, and when he drops that smoke, you know you've got time to get as close as possible. You can jump on the box above him and hunt him. Exactly what went down, and that was the catalyst to success for ENCE there. 3 to survive. Round absolutely guaranteed at this point after dropping the pistol.
Well out of range of the bombs, stays on 41, but doesn't spot anyone else in the corner. It's at this point where Furia are going to be challenged. This is where we see if perhaps Train is a better CT-sided map for them. Or with the AWP, at least carried over. Yuri will have the M4. Efficient in the first 2 to build up the bank to go for the bonus in the last. They carry over a little bit, that's all. And really, they did lose just 1, remember, in the second round. So, big break already for ENCE, but great find from Art. He'll throw the AWP back inside of the site, grab the AK. That's 1 more gun that they can utilize. And he's even going to go further. We know how aggressive he was on the D side of Mirage yesterday.
What a play this is.
Man, against Fnatic, yeah, he does it again. Bomb down, no mistake about it. He finds Sergey as well, and he's looking for more than just that.
Wow, that was impressive. The fact he knows he has to get the AK there, throws back the AWP for a teammate, and goes for this crazy push. That's such a gamble, one that works out wonderfully for him. HE from Malo will do barely any damage. Oh, I'll take it back, it's pretty decent. That should be it for round 4. We'll see if ENCE can find any opening here. Inside looks like it's locked down. That's where the bomb will reside. 45 seconds. Hoping for a mistake. Actually, ENCE, they'll give it up first. 4 players survive. The force buy for Furia and Arts. Sensational play towards that pop dog position. Will win the round. It's going to be 3-1. Money pretty much broken now for ENCE. They've got 3 players hovering around $3,000. Alu could buy. He's got 5,400, but I think the partial is in order here. Oh, he gets the orb. Okay. They have forced into this one. 2 pistols, 1 Mag-10 of Galil, and the AWP of Alu. We said he was strong, but get this round up. They're in a bit of trouble here. A lot riding on the line.
Alu will back out of A main. Made in from Vinny is very well read. He gets Aerial down. Furthermore, Yuri, who continues to be impressive, finds 2, and Ivy nearly turned back for the third. He's barely scratched from the first exchange. He goes down to 89, and that's all. Counter flash will leave X7 in the open in case Serrato hits the shots. We go 4-1.
Nothing really done there at all. Clean round for Furia. ENCE. Pretty questionable force there. Not required. You're early on in the game. Opening up a massive opportunity for Furia now on their CT side where they have struggled. ENCE will have to take an eco at this point. PT-50s, no armor, no nades, single flashbang, that's it. I assume flash inside and try and get that bomb down. That's about as good as it's going to get for them. There's the flash. Doesn't do much. Incendiary thrown in return. And all they can really do is explode down in towards inside and hope for the best here. But the orb's rotated over, that can cover upper, meaning the rifle can focus on the lower ramp. And he's on for 3 or 4 kills here, Able J. Great positions. Small defensive angle. Oh, timing not great, but the grenade is excellent. He said if he could throw 2 or 3, there's the 2. Jay looking to clean things up here. Bomb planted, so a small victory there for ENCE. That's about all they were worth. He gets 2 kills as well, so not all bad, but pretty comfortable overall from Furia. But that means money will be relatively decent now for ENCE after taking the eco there. They are going to be 5-1 down on their map pick. Not what you expected.
Certainly not, no, and this is better from Furia on a CT side. It just goes to show that if they get the momentum early on, they can actually work with it. And don't forget as well, it's not like they've just been running with the economy after round 2. Lost round 3, broken down, saved an op. And it was Vinny, or rather, excuse me, it was Art that made the play. Got the kill. Bottom pop dog, pushed with the AK, found 2 more. Stole it back, and that's what ENCE are suffering from at this point. Now they'll go back to the AWP for Alu. He's tagged by a nade, but already out toward hell is Alexi B. The Scorching Inferno, he proves unworthy. Shot through the flames, Serrato gets the kill instead, and it's Alu that does find him in return towards Sandwich, but now Art turns his attention in that direction, and there's no one out toward Ivy, so everyone in the back tracks for the CT side can focus toward the E-box, toward A main. Get pop dog, no pressure there, but Sergey is inside of the doorway. Interesting choice to push this far from Yuri. He cannot extend beyond the red train. I think he may have spotted one. Certainly hear them. Sees the shadow, backs off, but X7 gets the shot down from above instead, and Arts responds. Bomb drops for the moment, but a 2-on-2 ensues.
They're really fighting for this one, Furia, and it might not be enough. Able J left of the 2 versus 1, but bomb not down, so there is time to reposition. He's got the incendiary to assist him here. Coming in toward the connector. It won't work out for him. It's going to be Sergey to get that final frag. A very scrappy round. And it's Alu delivering that AWP. That's why I question his Deagle purchase. Why they're force buying so much. When they get these full buys out, ENCE should be the better team. This is their absolute best map. And 2-0 still on the cards here. It's early days. There's the pallet pick from Alu. Manages to get the penultimate frag as well. As we get into the next round here, money's still relatively strong for Furia. They'll have another full buy here, but this will be the last of it. I say full buy. Vinny and Art are struggling for grenades. Inside control found for ENCE. Brown Horse is theirs. They've confirmed no AWP is towards upper. There's currently only 1 player there, and he knows it, so he'll drop the smoke to buy himself some time for a rotation. That will come through in due course.
Ariel wants out from the smoke. Flash won't catch Abel too deep, but he's not in position to watch the lower ramp. Art is. And Abel jumping on top of the bomb train, falls down below and still finds 2 kills, but we're not down there. How does Art hit that fully blind? He'll even be surprised himself to see his name on the top right of the screen. He'll see it twice now on the wrong side the second time as Alu gets him back on the AWP. Yuri waiting though, could hear them wrapping back around toward Pop Dog, and Alu has it all to do.
Compromised position.
I love that he just drops straight in.
Tries to drop down, and Yuri's position is actually going to be way too strong for them. Alu was fighting tooth and nail of the AWP, hitting absolutely every shot. They decided to go back towards outside, but made a little bit too much noise. Abel J hears them, finishes off both kills. It's going to be 6-2 in Furia's favor here. There's the shots from Art, just fending them off towards that inside bomb site. You can see Alu in the top right doing what he could. The blind kill as well was ridiculous. Is this another eco now for ENCE? They've got 2 players at 2,500. Sergey's got 36. Ariel and Alu could buy. I don't think the force is required here. We'll see how they're thinking. Ariel's purchased the AK. I don't think that means it's a full investment, though, but time will tell. Alu's got the AWP out. They are going for it. Second time now they've been compromised. Overall buy. We'll have 2 AKs, the AWP, MAC-10, P250. No grenades, really, for Sergey or Alu. AWP will have to deliver once again, but he is feeling it. Can't argue with too much. The shots he's been pulling off. 2 players of our helmets. Looks like UMP very viable indeed. Alexi B flashed off. Molotov holding in position as well. An epic duel towards the Pop Dog room. It looked like Sergey could be in trouble. He does manage to get that kill.
Alexi B's wrapped in though. 2 shots in the MAC-10. They know he's there. He can get some assistance from his teammates. CORSAIR is dancing away from them. He doesn't know which way is the biggest threat. Identifying the threats half the battle. Unfortunately, Yuri couldn't. Alexi runs by. CORSAIR was taken down, and the nade, you're right, is absolutely going to take down Sergey as he tries to run.
Oh, you just knew he was dead at that point. He tries to get out of there. Knife all the way. And Furia have got back in this round.
We've all run to the bathrooms in an emergency situation and not made it once or twice, Henry.
You got the pants down, door slam behind you. Sometimes it can be too late.
Trail on the floor.
3-on-2. Bomb planted, though. That was a task I was worried about. But the fact they've got it planted now, they should be okay. Remember, this was a forced buy. 2 AKs and the AWP. A MAC-10 actually finds a frag. And for now, ENCE look like they are secure. They will be winning this one. Oh, shooting each other? Looks like it's okay. Makes a lot of noise, though.
That's when you know you're a little bit nervous.
A little bit flustered, perhaps.
Yeah, a little high-strung.
Hot under the collar.
Just take it off. That's what I would do.
When the camera's on, it's difficult to do that.
That's definitely when I would take it off. That's when I do my best work.
One player goes down with a blast, I believe. So it will be Furia giving the round up, but they'll save an AUG and an AK-47. It was the AWP they couldn't bring over into this round. And have some footing now, a chance to break Furia fully. Haven't really been able to do that just yet. It's not too detrimental overall. Sure, it's a 6-3 deficit. If they win this round, I expect them to actually turn things around and probably tie them up, but they've got to get there first. I also have the scout this time instead of the AWP, the main sniper, of course. The Eagles are out. So there's AUGs. 3 players holding the outside bomb site. Vinny, once again, in towards Pop Dog room. He's got the AK from last round. This has been such an epic battle. He's more than willing to take those duels towards the top of that position. It's incendiary for now, hoping it will push them towards outside. Noise towards in up. Yeah, I'm not going to finish up there by the looks of things, though. It looks like there's a bit of a ruse. Actually aware of the noise. He's trying to play some mind games here as he jumps over, spots the foot. Going for the pre-fire now. Damage exchange. Actually, only a one-way street, really. Alexi B goes on to 35.
Smoke. Bounced up. Molotov goes down. Vinny. And push back across toward a main. Gets caught on the wall by Ariel, but Yuri knows how to make good on the deagle. Looks toward Ivy, and CORSAIR does the rest. X7 down. You're right, they do. Only by 1, and only by a little bit on that one, because CORSAIR's on 4. MapleJ could time this very well. Sergey's in battle. If he gets toward the ladder now, if he can be silent about it, he's got a kill. He's got it, absolutely. But now the attention turns. He's got to work with AbleJ. Excuse me, with Arts, I should say. And you're right, 8 seconds. All they have to do is keep them off the bomb. 5, he can't plant. He's got to get kills, and he knifes him, Art, to win the round.
I don't know why he jumped, whether that's a scroll wheel thing or something else, a bit of panic. If he hadn't have jumped, I think he gets that kill and potentially the plant off that. The time is running so low, such a frantic situation, and ENCE cannot break the bank of Furia. It's going to be 7-3 as the Brazilians pull around back. And once again, it's eco territory for ENCE. They're going to have to take it. 8-3 looking like a strong possibility here. Deagles, P250s, no armor, no nades, and no hope almost in round 11 here. Furia up for this. Much stronger CT side now. A lot of work still to do. ENCE will be happy with 5, I would say. But they're really not getting any luck. They're losing to these pistols and mixed spies over and over again as they head towards in up. And no grenades there, so they'll just have to fully commit. Well, for gut feeling, they'll focus towards upper. And bad news for them, that's exactly what Art's going to be waiting for them.
Jay.
2.
You got 1, but you're right, there was some problems. CORSAIR, though, look at Vinny. He gets 2, and Vinny's already in behind him. He's already down the ramp. Alu's dead. Didn't even matter that you were get the shot. Vinny had him either way, and they know that Sergey has to be upstairs in the hall, the small hall, because he wasn't spotted by Vinny when he went by, and Yuri looks that direction. Round done. Fury is going to get 8 on a CT side. That's a huge accomplishment for them. Yeah. Maybe it's first halves, less so than CT sides.
Could be. Does seem to be the case. Their first halves always look very good. 8-3 now. They'll win the half at least, as I mentioned, and even though they only get 5, that should be enough. 3, not so much. Is the all-powerful Alu. It absolutely is. They got the bomb plan there. X7, 1 and 10. At XCB, 3 and 10. At the very top of Finns right now will be Alu on 8 kills.
Shot from Sergey. Vinny gets dropped. Smoke. We'll cover off sandwich. CORSAIR gets Sergey as he tried to wrap back toward A main. XCB will join the party over toward B. And he's got an AK, don't be mistaken that they'll try and enter with small utility but great explosion. Aerial to lead the way, flash in. Look to the bomb train, interestingly, first before he even checked Z connector. The high player would have spotted that instead. And Art, he's late to get there but spots 1 up above. Unfortunately, bomb is already being planted. Hence his best chance to find a 4th round in a while.
Absolutely. See what they can do with it. They still have Molotovs and flashbangs here. Got to drop those momentarily. Just when the smoke start to dissipate, that's when you'll see the Molotovs come through. Ideally towards a connector. Alu gets dropped though. One of the strongest members they have in this post-plant situation. He could have done the damage here. X7 gets his 2nd frag of the half. Looks like it might not be enough. 3 versus 2 now. Aerial tries to get beneath them. He's done well. Still has a chance in this one. He's going to try and play it smart. Keeps his eye on them, and it will take a team kill, but CORSAIR is absolutely fine with that. They've got the defuse in. An agonizing round there for ENCE. It looked like they did enough there, but a fantastic retake comes through. CORSAIR has to take one of his members down to complete the round there, but it comes right down to the last couple of seconds, so absolutely worth it. And ENCE really can't catch a break here on their T side. The bomb being planted with maximum loss bonus. They can buy back into this, even with an Alu warp. It'll be glass cannon, but it's out. As soon as he went down in that previous round, you could feel it falling apart once again. Round 13. Flashes over towards main. And an aggressive push from Art. He's going to get his first kill. Not quite. Missed a few now in the last couple of rounds. He'll be dropped, but a trade from AbleJ.
I don't know if my mind slowed down or our game sped up in the spectator model for a second there. Everything seemed to be in fast forward the way the exchange went down.
Seemed fine to me, so maybe
yeah,
the old mind.
All right, let me just call the doctor real quick here. Might have hit my head again.
My CSGO games seem way too quick, Doc. What can you do?
Man, let's fast forward. I'm getting old, but my reactions aren't that slow yet. Well, they'll back it off of B. Did you have to restart your PC at the start of this map,
No.
by the way?
No, I did not.
Okay, because I kicked a cable by accident and shut down the entire half of the room. So
That was interesting.
yeah.
Didn't seem like it affected things too much. Everything's fully operational again. So.
No, we got it. Mark Winter is, he's the doctor. We're called Dr. Mark. And he fixed things. Able J, he's going to try and hold out Ivy. This is going to be a challenge. So the initial strike on B, and then all the way around to the farthest point of the map at Ivy. 3 players, including the bomb. And there's options here. Pop Dog being held, you presume it goes toward A with 30 seconds. You could run backtracks to B, but with, again, 30 seconds, you'd have to almost be at CT spawn by now, or making contact for information. Alexi B gets Yuri. This definitely is all on Able J. Not spotted up above. Smokes down. Sees one. Actually takes down Alexi B. That is the bomb. 16 seconds and things get uncomfortable. X7 will commit to the plan. That shouldn't be a problem. Or is it? Case Serato gets the angle instead. Vinny was even hunting it down. They knew that was the best chance to win the round. Now, with 2-on-2, stay alive. 4 seconds. All they have to do is survive, and the round is theirs.
I think it's done. It absolutely is, and Furia somehow get the hell out of a troubling situation at the last few seconds. The bomb looked like it was destined to go down. They denied that. They get themselves double digits now. We could be going to nuke. This is what the people wanted to see. If Furia could display the high level they showed against Fnatic once again. They're putting up a fantastic case to do so there. Just spotting Alexi B jump through the smoke there. He just ran cleanly in, and it was the shot under the train that denies the plan. I was wondering where that went down. I thought he had a flank going on there, but shoots underneath it. This time, it absolutely wins around. It denies a plan and everything to go with it. The wall bang is successful at the start as well towards Pop Dog. X7 eats 2 bullets to the face. And now we'll see if this is even possible, friends. 3 rounds, as I mentioned, won't be enough. They'll commit fully towards inside. This time, Art not missing anything. Alu will fight back, though, bringing it to a 3-on-3. Alexi B chiming in with that Galil. CT's been so promising on their retake so far, but now Alu's alive. This is why I was so worried when he went down in the previous interaction. They need him alive in these key post plants just to pick them off one by one. Keep applying pressure. And now his rifle's still at the crossfires here. Finally, ENCE will be able to find 4. It's been such a rough half for them. Haven't necessarily played badly. It's this Furia looking fantastic. Playing some very smart CS. They might start to say in this one, you know, he's missed a shot. Surely this doesn't go down. And I think it might do. They've got it.
Wow. Just barely again.
I can't
so
believe that
tight,
one.
but they are stealing every round away from ENCE. 11-3 on train. This is ENCE's map choice.
No one towards upper there. All fighting down towards the lower ramp. They get picked off. I think they were too comfortable. They thought it was done.
This is looking, I'm not going to call it done yet just because of the way we've seen things go with Furia. This is looking like Nuke. Nuke, where they were spectacular in the T side yesterday, where ENCE took down Astralis at the last event, and it would be a war. It would be a bloodbath, but it would mean we get there in completely the opposite fashion of how we would have expected.
Absolutely agree. Rain just felt like such a lock-in, friends. But Vinny, he's blocking them out. And it's another 2 kills for him towards a Pop Dog room. They've just been absolutely owning them in that position, and the Orgs is looking very powerful indeed. 12-3, absolutely locked in at this point. ENCE just haven't had a response after losing the pistol. They've been force buying a lot. They haven't looked like their usual selves. And we said that a few times at BTS. It's been like it's not quite the same team. This train performance has been a weak one from them, but it's still not too late. 12-3. Sure, it's grim, but it's a CT-sided map. They're specialists on it, and we'll see what they can do in the second half after this break.
Well, things continue, but not in a form of fashion that ENCE would appreciate. They stole Overpass, second half victory on the T side. And Furia did the same on the CT side to start off train. We'll see if ENCE have anything in the tank left to respond. 12-3. We get underway for the second pistol. There's armor for everyone except Case Serato on the T side. There's a kit for Alexi B and armor for everybody else on the ENCE side of the equation.
With this pistol, Furia, they'll be firmly in the driving seat. Huge scorelines to fight against. ENCE though on the CG side now. Heading down the lower ramp. Full commitment here. Furia, no kills found yet. There it is. Furia with the opening. That means the bomb will be going down. They've pushed right up towards that connector. Exactly what you want to be doing. This looks so good for Furia right now. But fighting back. ENCE are doing so. 3 versus 3. They have not got a kit right now. So this is going to be a difficult retake for them. There's the kit picked up.
Difficult retake. Difficult game. Probably should have had some more caffeine before this one, I think, Henry.
I think you might be right.
There, Art. Get one on aerial, but that's it. Alu 10 HP, X7's already got CORSAIR. Maybe they do have enough in it because the kit is on the bomb and there's just enough time. It'll be 4 for ENCE. And they win their CC-sided pistol, so 1-1 this map. We'll see if they can convert to a 3-0 in a similar fashion to their opponents.
That's the round they really had to win. Second will be no different. We are going to see a force buy from Furia. I can confirm that already. Arts purchased the Krieg and Kevlar as well, so they really want to answer back quickly here. 2 Kriegs, a Galil. It's actually not too bad, all things considered. A Scout as well. It's a pretty decent buy. Able J, one of the few that had to drop. Deagle, no armor, but that's fine. There's so much firepower available to them. 1 smoke, a couple of flashbangs opening. Kill will come in. That's Sergey pushing towards inside. Only gets the 1 though before it's answered back. MP9 though, he'll be fine with that. 4 versus 4. Able J with no armor means that this is a pretty massive opening pick, and what a nade that is as well. Lands in between both of them. CORSAIR and Yuri taking heavy damage from Alexiev's creative grenade there. Right through the window. Disrupts the offense, and they're heading towards inside. Only 1 player there right now. That's going to be Alu with the AUG. He's got an HE and a smoke as well if he feels pressure. Oh, they're all going towards upper. That's where he's holding right now.
Watch for Alu. He'll wait. Gap to play with. I think he was probably spotted even in return as he tried to back off the gap. He was certainly still visible inside of it. CORSAIR's almost anticipating that he's going to push up the sidewalk. As a result, Yuri was staring there as well. I think they knew exactly what Alu was up to. Alexi B gets 1 back, bomb planted. So a bomb plant for Furia. And what can only be described as an aggressive second round buy. Very. With the 2 Kriegs. Art's got 1 back already, and they're not allowing ENCE any breathing room at all. Impressive that they get this far. Art actually thought they were going to already be on it. He tried to commit to the knife. Now Yuri's got to come in from behind. He somehow hits Alexib the second he shows up at the bottom of the ramp. X7's going to try and replicate it, but guess who's there again?
That's insane. That's so well played from Yuri. He holds towards that upper ramp the entire round. Sneaks in towards the bomb side through lower. He knows exactly where it's planted, and even though you'd think there might be a fake defuse going on, he shoots with conviction, finds both frags, and the force buy works out for them. 13-4. And there will be a response from ENCE here. They know they need this round in return. 2 scouts for FAMAS, 2 pistols, not quite as tantalizing as the T-buy brought in the previous round. A massive victory for Furia, only aids in their campaign towards the 3rd map, which will be Nuke. If they win that, which there certainly is a chance, 100% win record on that map, online and LAN, in the last 3 months of 16 showings, but remember that is against lesser opposition, a lot of those online performances going in their favor. But once again, against Fnatic, they looked fantastic yesterday. CT's struggling to hold off this push towards Ivy. X7 will take a lot of damage at the start. A scout shot will hit, and so will the 5-7. Swings out, gets 1, but maybe ambitious to try and go for the second here. Alu can't hit the shot in the back, but he does get the 1 through the smoke. Spamming off now, trying to just get a bit of luck here. It's a 3 versus 2. Damage done, even more so now. Everyone tagged on the Furia side, and it doesn't look like this will be enough though. ENCE will have to take the eco after this one as it goes 14-4. They might consider forcing again.
Yuri.
Is that a crater?
I don't think it matters, but yes, it was. That's how low they all are on HP. He craters. The other 3 are all within pistol damage shots. Pistol death, pistol vulnerability.
Yeah.
They're all low, all right? That's what I'm trying to say.
Well, there it is. So ENCE now 1 round away from map point. Do you force buy on 2K per player? Or do you let them have round 15 and aim for 11 in a row? Both options suck, to be honest.
Tell me how you really feel.
Yeah, and they go for the full eco. So this is pretty much guaranteeing map point. I think Nuke is a certainty now.
Very short map on train. Furia just never let ENCE into this. Suffocating everything they tried. And now we get to see exactly what we would want. A showdown on Nuke between these two. Said it yesterday watching Furia play that their style's so different on the T side to everybody else. It would be interesting to see them take on a top Nuke team. They're going to get that chance. Alu try and do what he can with the USP, the only player left. All 5 stay alive for Furia, and we're 1 map away from Nuke. 1 round away from Nuke. We are kind of like less than 1 map away.
Yeah,
It's fine.
it all works.
Yeah.
Well, 15-4.
No critics in the audience.
We'll see if ENCE can at least make this scoreline a little bit more competitive. They are considered right now to be the best train team in the world. Might sound like a bold statement, but that's where a lot of analysts and pros alike are heading towards with this map, for them at least. Alex to get the first. Late to arrive, but it's looking like a solid round for ENCE here at least. And he will get the first 3. Furia trying to close it out with a quick gambit towards the outside bomb site. Looks like this could be a clean sweep though. Sergey will get the penultimate frag and presumably close things out. He absolutely does. Clean sweep for ENCE. Money's still there in buckets and spades for Furia. Fast approach didn't work out for them. Maybe into the default here. 10 rounds now required for overtime. To get there will be a monumental success.
Very quick in pace. Already through sandwich. Aerial gets up toward the E-box as well. X7. Art's actually burning. That would have been toward a main, I presume.
No, it's Ivy. He just jumped in the incendiary laid down, hoping his CT would be peeking off it, but cost him almost 60 HP. Sergey, same story really. He'll be taking a lot of damage towards the upper ramp and pushed off that position. Vinny will claim it.
CB waiting at the bottom of the ramp. Keenly, astutely with the AUG. CB hit. Good timing on the Molotov. That's extinguished. That reveals they're there. They have to go. 39 seconds. A lineup at Alexi B. A lot of damage, but only 1 kill from it. Able J survives with just 4. He should go down to an 8, but it was beyond him. Sergey's got the kills instead, and it looks like ENCE will at least find a 6th round.
I think you might be right there. The inside play doesn't work out for them, and Furia might just have to save the AWP. 20 seconds remaining, and it looks like exactly what's going to happen here. Loss bonus starting to build up. And there'll be a second stage after this, though, however. 4 seconds remaining. Looks like they will hold on to the weapons. Art's AWP has been so powerful. He's currently had 20 frags and 12 deaths after 21 rounds of play. Still just need that 1 round. That will do it. It will close things out. Very good on the pistols. I think a couple of those will have to be brought out here. We will see PD-15 a Deagle, so indeed that is the case. Enough to win a round. It will take something pretty special from Art, though, to get them there.
Toward a main. Yuri. Let's drop down by Aerial. So the start again, and the follow-up. Doubly so. Go the way of ENCE. Wouldn't be surprised if this takes a little bit of time for Fury to close. They don't need to force too many issues. I think Abel's not going to survive this. Minute 21, X7 already back at Ivy. He was tagged, easy shot at that point with the AUG.
You can see how clean the CT side is looking, and that's why I said 5 rounds is what they needed, just so they'd have a buffer. If anything went wrong in the early stages, second half, they could still come back into it. Unfortunately, after winning the pistol, the second round forced by a great one from Furia let ENCE down, and that's why they've got themselves in the compromised position. Won't even be able to show us how good they are on the CT side, really. But with 3 rounds in a row, we are getting there. It has to be the eco now for Furia, so 15-8. Certainly on the docket here. Inside the rush looking very likely.
Sergey backs off, incendiary to buy himself some time. Alu will cover upper, and he's got the shot. Sergey follows it up. Sergey follows it up again. Alu hits another one. Very clean against pistols. That's not surprising. Need to close. 15-8. Continue to cut into the lead.
7 rounds now. So they are whittling away at Furia. They can keep this performance up. It's not outside the realms of possibility They could take us to overtime considering how good they are on this map. Didn't expect them to so out of their depth in those key rounds in the first half. Still not quite believing yet, but this is convincing so far from ENCE. Molotov dropped, Area will have to run through. Smoke deployed towards Ivy, trying to get back quickly. Good grenade. X7 can stay alive. They had a slow game so far. Drops a flashbang. Have to communicate to his teammates now that Ivy is a possible threat. And XCB repositions to compensate.
A bit further into this and a bit more map control for Furia. Sergey's going to be locked. Now push toward Hell. X7's got a gap. Easy first kill as a result. Second as well, and Sergey takes action onto the third. Okay, Serato finally gets something going for Furia, but they've got to find 2 kills just to equal this up. Vinny has gone all the way over toward B, completely vacant, but Bomb is down on the A site. Best chance for him is that he can wrap through and cut them off, but it seems as though even Alu is aware of that possibility. I say that, okay, he is looking that direction. My mistake, I thought he was back turn to it. Instead, ready for it. Doesn't hit the shot, but that's fine. They have the information. Vinny's pretty much has to concede the round is gone at this point in time. Bomb will be guarded.
We put one back. If there was more time, I'd say this is possible. We're at 10 seconds remaining. It looks like this one is done. Alu hits a nice shot. He hits those in the second, but it doesn't matter too much. They'll be able to recover the AWP, I would say. Yeah, there it is. They'll grab it. So no problem in that department.
I said that ENCE hadn't had their caffeine. It seems as though they certainly have swallowed it down now because they've come alive late. Perhaps too late, though. That's the problem. They're only at 9. We usually don't get excited until 10.
Yeah, around 10.
That's when you're allowed. You're not allowed until then.
Well, this might
your bedtime.
Be the moment here because the MAC-10s are out. Another partial buy. They're going to try and increase the pace here. CORSAIR locked out, though, by the incendiary towards Olof. It's Aerial. Dishing out a lot of damage to the T's here. The ENCE looking incredibly comfortable with this round. And it is a bit of a shame we didn't see more of their T side because, unfortunately, 3 rounds just not enough. Their CT side looking brutal right now. Very competent. Furia starting to slow down. And this is the same problem against Fnatic. They looked fantastic up until round 15 was on the board for them and really struggled to close it out, right? It's the exact same scenario. It seems like their mindset changes a little bit once they get to that map.
Similar to Avangar, if I'm honest.
Yeah, that's a good point. Look, absolutely lights out, and then the pressure starts to get to them. And they'll take a timeout, starting to show some weakness now.
Yeah, the fact that they take a timeout actually is more telling. If they give up a few rounds, they have a massive buffer, they slow things down, okay. You play it 1 round at a time, eventually something's going to go your way. But if they are this lost on it and they're this concerned as to take a timeout, that suggests they actually are a bit concerned and confused as to what to do. They are getting outplayed. It's not a patience, matter of patience or course. It goes much deeper than that. Different timeout music here at DreamHack for you too, Henry.
Yeah.
You were commenting on how you were sick of the same timeout music all the time.
Well, they changed things up at ESL. They've got that nice dramatic music now. Whenever it comes in. That was cool.
You were legitimately getting hyped by it.
Yeah, like it really enables me to add some gravitas to things, Get those monologues out, get everyone hyped up, or at least try to. Well, either way, here we go, round 26. ENCE now just need 5. CT side of train, that doesn't sound impossible, especially the way they've been playing so far. Furia losing their mojo slightly here on the T side. They're going to try and commit towards the upper ramp area, it seems, but Alu is there ready and waiting. It's Sergey that's focusing towards the upper position as Alu is able to switch between both. It looks to me they're going to show a little bit of inside presence with a player towards Ivy and main entrance. They could fall back towards Pop though. We'll see if they want to go off this. Great execution so far. Hasn't done a whole lot for them in terms of rotation.
Smoke down at Ivy. X7 has Yuri to contend with, who's been the hot hand. Finally, they get an opener, but traded immediately, and it was X7 that actually got Yuri. It's the first time Furia has had the opener. Alexi B is positioned so well, but the player on top of the train toward a main spots him instead. I thought if he could have swung toward the bomb, toward Vinny, he would have everything in control. He still manages the kill, and the bomb is on the ground with 19 seconds. And it looks like they've done enough yet again. X7 to take down Able J. It's over. There's no way Art wins this with 6 HP.
Absolutely not. It was looking pretty good. They got the opening pick there. They traded it out. They got outside the main entrance, but couldn't find X7 in time. He ends up getting 2 kills there after being compromised on the bomb side. Looked like he was done for, but some fancy footwork got him the hell out of there, and he manages to win out the round. Now just 4 required to take us to overtime, and ENCE would remain on the CT side as well. It would be crushing for Furia to give it up in the 2-0 now. Giving away overpass, considering ENCE's recent performance on it recently. That was a bit gutting for them, especially with the T side they presented. Round 27, though, we can actually have the conversation at this point that ENCE could do this. It is going to be the partial buy. They have got the Orb of Art, and these are normally the rounds that somehow work. When all else fails, group mentality with pistols could be enough. Art, CORSAIR poised at Ivy right now. X7 could be in trouble. If he checks this, then he absolutely will. Takes him down. That's surely the cue for them to move. If it's not, that certainly will be. 2 kills coming through. 5 on 3. Like I said, there's something about these sort of rounds that normally seems to work out. And this couldn't be better for them right now. 1 minute 15. They've got a 5 on 3. They haven't recovered any rifles, so that's the only real problem here. Didn't fancy committing towards Ivy. Slowed it right down. They're heading back towards T-spawn, where they could go back to win up. As Sergey knows he needs a frag and return here. Sergey, I was going to say, if he does not get the quick kill, that will just suggest they're going to wait until the rotations come through before they commit. He'll have to drop back now.
Has to, but he's slow about it. They're on him. He's not going to get around the corner. He can't even get a kill. CORSAIR's got the entry. This is surely the end. Alu. Get one back. Bomb planted. Ariel's gone, though. Art's got him, and it's all down to Alu. AWP versus a bunch of pistols, and Art, who makes no mistake finding him. We are going to nuke, and that is an exciting proposition.
You can see what it means to the coach. They were done. They seemed like they were out of it, even with map points.
Thank you.
With pistols and the AWP, it's Art that will find 3 in total as they slow things right down with 2 picks. They go back towards inside. And commiserations to ENCE in that particular map, because they did a fantastic job on their CT side. Really unlucky in some of the clutches, especially in the first half. 3 rounds, I said it wasn't enough. If they had 5, I feel like they would have done it.
Yeah, okay, yes. I actually agree with that, because you could see how much it meant to them. Coaches hugging Art, saying thank you for getting it over with. They call the timeout after a number of rounds go away from them. And the reason I point that out is because most teams wouldn't panic that they're losing those rounds when they're sitting on map point.
Sure.
But if you're calling a timeout, that you are genuinely concerned that you aren't going to win 1 round at that point. So, yeah, if they had more of a buffer to work with on the ENCE side, we might be done in 2 maps. Instead, we get Nuke, a team that showed us something completely new on the T side yesterday, using more of the ramp room against the team who took down the Kings on it at the last event. This is going to be a battle that you won't want to miss. We're going to take a break. We'll be back for Nuke between ENCE and Furia.